This time in Essex Speed Workshop,
we bring back the mighty Volvo XC90.
booyah! Whee! Known as Black Betty. Pamela. Cut! She's back!
Yeah, she is back.
The Essex Speed Workshop tow pig has returned!
Yeah, it has. It's amazing. I've already done like 120 miles in it. It's only been MOT for 2 days.
So what is it?
This is my 2004...
2005?
5, yeah, February 2005 is when it was registered. Volvo XC90, D5, Mark 1, pre-facelift. 2.5 litre turbocharged diesel. Amazing car. I think it's my favourite car I've ever purchased. That's a daily. Because you can fit so much stuff in it, on it, behind it.
And it was bought cheap.
It was cheap.
It was broken, but cheap.
It wasn't broken, it just had no MOT. You needed some tyres and then that was it, it passed.
They needed brakes as well. We had to do the brakes.
Handbrake. It was the handbrake we did on it.
So
while I was there, right?
How much was it?
I can't remember because we've had a long conversation.
I think it was 350 quid.
I think 350.
350 quid for an XC90. How many miles has it done?
As of right now, 231,923.
So just run in.
It's just broken in.
And we use it as the tow pig to move stuff around. At the moment, we've got an engine crane in the back of it.
Yeah, we have. quick engine job, you know.
That was the fastest engine install into a car.
Yeah.
I've ever
into
done.
its boot.
In the XC90, which is now working.
Very much so. Didn't even have to. You know, I never went and I said I was going to drag it down the A12 just to try and didn't bother. Didn't need to.
Yeah. We've given it plenty of Italian tune-up on the way around.
Yeah.
We could even cut to a clip of the Italian tune-up.
Yeah, we can. Smoke.
Give her a blip. Sounding good. Yeah, it's driving well, isn't it?
Yeah, occasionally the gearbox seems to not want to change, but like it's happened maybe twice.
Do you think is it a sealed unit?
Yeah, it's a lifetime.
Lifetime sealed. Well, after 230,000 miles, maybe that was its expected lifetime. We could do that though.
We could do, but I was going to wait until it, really needs it. And it needs new bonnet struts, it needs new gas struts for the boot. The fuel filter needs changing because it's got an aftermarket one at the moment and I'm just going to buy a Volvo one. It needs parking sensors because they're not working and I'm just using the tow bar. So as someone pointed out, when I'm parking it at work, there is now a tow bar, slight dent in the wall where I've been just using it to say where the back is.
Because Volvo life.
Yeah, hashtag Volvo life. I'd like to do an oil change on it after I've done a couple hundred miles on it. This oil is fresh, but after I blew the turbo, insert clip here, the broken turbo, it'd be nice just to flush through, new filter. I'd quite like a new driver's seat. This one's split in the middle, so occasionally the fluff comes out. But after after searching around on the internet for a bit, finding an electric driver's seat with the memory, with the heated bits, it's not as easy as you might think.
No?
No.
I'd have thought it'd be
in black leather. If I wanted it in cream or whatever, the tan, I could have one for about 50p.
Could you not get the one that's in here retrimmed?
Oh, that's a good idea, actually.
Because there's a place in Hanningfield that does it.
Oh, I might do that then.
And I think that retrimming will be way cheaper than you expect.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things that kind of, it'll go one of two ways. It'll be either really expensive or be a lot cheaper than
you reckon I can get done in Alcantara for cheap?
Yes.
Like Alcantara race Volvo XC90.
Yes.
Oh, the digital driver's instrument module, DIM, which tells you your MPG, a door's open or stuff like that, little bits of information. That does work, but the solder needs reflowing on the chip, so pop the cluster out, and then I've got a mate that will reflow that for me. And the two bulbs behind, one's on the left behind the coolant temperature, and one's behind the fuel gauge. It's weird driving along and not being able to see either.
The bulbs have gone.
Yeah.
They just need replacing.
Just need new bulbs.
So
I might replace the lot with LEDs though.
Yeah.
Because they don't do dimming, so I figured.
Blinding.
Yeah, but then I can have it in like wicked colours. I could have like
red.
Yeah, and blue for the coolant. I always think is okay.
Should we do the story of what happened to it? Why the turbo blew?
Because I was a negligent
I mean, you put off. There was a hole in the intercooler.
There was a hole about 1.5 inches in the intercooler, and I knew it was there. I must have been well over 10,000 miles with it being there, working that poor Garrett turbo, to absolute death, and then eventually the journal snapped on the turbo, and it turns out when I was pulling the Volvo apart, would have taken all of about 3 hours probably at most.
Yeah, it'd take us no time at all
to just replace the intercooler, which was only about 60 quid.
So if anyone's playing along at home and driving around with an XC90 with a hole in their intercooler, that's a niche, but maybe there's someone out there. Just replace the intercooler.
Just replace it. Replacing the turbo is a horrendous job. It took a lot.
The worst bit is the oil drain from the turbo.
Oh yeah.
It's a hard line that routes over the top of the transfer case.
Yeah.
And is impossible to get back in.
Unless you've got
the engine out.
Yeah.
Or you've got really tiny
you've
hands.
got tiny hands.
Like tiny. I've got small hands.
Like baby hands. Think baby hands.
Yeah.
And mine, we did knock the drain out, and it was an absolute pig to put back in. But what we did was use my favourite thing in the world, RTV.
Have you got a video of it?
No, it was so close combat down there.
You've got a picture though. Well, you put a picture.
Yeah, I've got a picture.
Yeah.
But I ended up getting a new tube of 3 Bond. I then got the nozzle for it. I then got some fuel hose and used that to squirt it up there, and I literally used like half a tube, I think. So yeah, we fixed it.
It's got a new turbo in it, which after
refurb turbo, which I can I'll insert pictures in. It's lovely, shiny, new.
Which it kind of needed anyway.
100%
because it was
needed.
getting,
Yeah, it was wearing out. It just didn't help that the abuse that I gave it for 10,000 miles plus, when it was having to work, at least twice as hard, if not more.
So a refurb turbo, new intercooler.
Yeah.
Any new piping? No.
Nope.
And she's back.
Yeah, it was quite funny when we went to start it, popped the battery in, stuck a charger on the back of the battery even though it was fully charged, and then I think we also hooked up another car to the front of it because it's like, raising the Titanic, and it was literally like, it just turned on. It was like, yeah, I've not had major surgery.
Yeah.
And like literally since, like, once we've cleaned out all the other things like the oil out the exhaust and
yeah. open. It's really warm. And it's comfortable as well.
It's comfortable. And it's fuel efficient.
Yeah, so every mile you turn in this, doing 40 odd miles per gallon,
yeah,
we can save money and put into other projects.
Yeah. But
hello.
Yeah, I smacked my parrot.
Nobody wants to see that.
No.